Hi everyone, Bob here, and welcome to The Perfect Drink, where if you're going to make a drink, make it the perfect drink. What better way to start an evening with friends than with an espresso martini? You may recall back in June of 2022, I made a caramel espresso martini, and you'll find that there's many variations of an espresso martini. And that one back then was a creamy, it was made with salted caramel Baileys and cream de cocoa and Kahlua, vodka, and the espresso, and it was more like a dessert drink. Today we're going back to the classics, and we're going to just make a regular espresso martini, no creams or anything of that nature, and it's just 3 ingredients. It's vodka, Kahlua, and espresso. And I'm also going to add just a dash of Demerara simple syrup to give it a little bit of sweetness. And this drink is basically a 2-1-1 ratio of the main ingredients, and it's very easy to make, and your friends are going to love it. So in a shaker that has no ice in it, I'm going to add 2 ounces of the vanilla vodka, because I like the vanilla just because it throws a little hint of that in the background, but you can use regular if you don't want that just small hint of vanilla. So 2 ounces. And then in the 2-1-1 ratio, we're going to put 1 ounce of the Kahlua. And then 1 ounce, I use a freshly brewed espresso that's gotten to room temperature or slightly cold, so it doesn't dilute the drink once you put the ice in there and you have the heat and it melts the ice. So I like to keep it at least at room temperature. And 1 ounce of that. And then, because if you like a drink that's not sweet, you can just, this is all you need, and you can stop and start to shake. However, I like to add just a ½ ounce of the simple syrup. For me, it's, one of those where my simple syrup's not that sweet, so it just adds a slight bit of sweetness to it, which is what I like. But again, if you don't like a sweet drink, you could have stopped at the first 3 ingredients. So to get a nice frothy top on this, I'm going to do 2 shakes. First, a dry shake, just a little bit. And then I'm going to add my ice, because I like to get those 2 layers, the frothy layer and then the black layer underneath. It makes the drink look really good. So now a good shake with the ice. And you got it nice and cold, and you pour it into your martini glass, and you'll see you'll get a nice froth on top, and then the drink will settle, and you'll get a darker, deep darker color on the bottom. This is exactly what you want. And then simple garnish, just 3 espresso beans, and there you have it. This is a classic espresso martini. Beautiful looking drink. You got the froth on top, the dark on the bottom with the 3 beans. The beans are representing health, happiness, and prosperity. So let's take a taste. Now that is a perfect drink. Again, if you're looking for something a little more creamy, a little more decadent, go back to June of 22 and look at the salted caramel espresso martini. But if you're just looking for a classic that's easy to put together, I think this fits the bill. So cheers everyone, and until next time.